Hey, Algebra 1. This is going to be page 97, 98. Run through these real quick. If you have any individual questions, just make sure I answer your question. So we're going to look at root 72. That's going to break down to 2 times 36. 36 is a perfect square, so I get 6 root 2. Problem number 2, square root 80, a to the 5th, b. So let's break 80 down. 80 actually breaks down to 16 times 5. And the reason I'm not using 4 and 20 is because 16 is the biggest perfect square. Let's break down a to the 5th to a to the 4th and a to the 1st, and then b. That's b to the 1st, I mean, technically. So square root of 16 is 4. Square root of a to the 4th, take half of the exponent, and nothing else comes out, so I'm left with 5a and b inside. You could put a to the 1st and b to the 1st if you wanted to. Problem number 3, I get 3 root 8. 8's going to break down to 4 times 2. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 times outside 3 is 6. Problem number 4, we have 3 square root 12x times 2 square root 6x. So let's multiply outside, outside. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then 12 times 6 is going to give me 72x squared. We can break 72 down to 36 times 2. X squared can stay as is. Let's take the square root of 36. That's 6. That joins the outside 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. X squared, take half of the exponent, so x to the 1st, or just x. And then root 2. And there's our answer. Number 5, square root 125. So that's going to be 5 times 25. Square root of 25 is 5, so I can come up with 5 root 5. Number 6, I get root 81 over 7. So you can take the square root of 81 if you wanted to, and that's going to give you 9, but it's now going to be over square root 7. Notice how the square root's only on bottom now. Let's multiply top and bottom by square root 7, so I'm going to get 9 root 7. Root 7 times root 7 is root 49, which is 7. The outside 9 and 7 won't reduce, so there's the answer. Number 7, this is done very similar to the last one, except we have a perfect square on bottom. What's the square root of 121? Yeah, it's 11. Notice the square root's only on top now because we took the square root of the bottom. Number 8, 2 root 50 plus root 75. 50 breaks down to 25 times 2. And 75 breaks down to 25 times 3. Square root of 25 is 5. 5 times the outside 2 is going to make it 10 root 10, or 10 root 2, excuse me. Plus square root of 25 is 5. The root 3 and the root 2 are not the same, so that's our answer. Number 9, square root of 18. It's going to break up to 9 times 2. Square root of 9 is 3, so I get 3 root 2. Number 10, 2 root 12 times root 3. Multiply the inside, so I'm going to get root 36. Square root of 36 is 6. Times the outside 2 is going to give me 12. Number 11, I get root 25 over 3. We take the square root of 25, which is 5, so now we just have a square root on bottom. Get rid of the square root on bottom by multiplying top and bottom by that. So I get 5 root 3 on top. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. Root 9 is just 3. The 5 and 3 won't reduce. There's our answer. Number 12 is 12 root 3 and 4 root 6 minus root 8. So let's distribute. So I'm going to get 8 root 18 and negative 2 root 24. Let's break these down. So 18 breaks down to 9 times 2. 24 breaks down to 4 and 6. Square root of 9 is 3. Multiply it by the outside is 24 root 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Multiplied by the outside 2, so I'm going to get 4 root 6. And being I have a root 2 and a root 6, I can't subtract those. Okay, I'm going to be on page 98. Number 13, I get root 5 times 2 root 5 minus root 10. So distribute over. So I'm going to get 2 root 25 minus square root 50. Multiply the insides. Square root of 25 is 5 times 2 is 10 minus, and I can break 50 down to 25 times 2. So I'm going to get 10 minus 5 root 2. because I can do the square root of 25. Number 14, we're going to get 14 over 3 root 2. Let's multiply top and bottom by root 2 and root 2. So on top I have 14 root 2. On bottom, that's root 2 times root 2, which is root 4. Root 4 is 2 times 3 is 6. And then I can reduce outside. 2 goes into there 3 times, goes in there 7 times, so I get 7 root 2 over 3. Notice the radical's only on top. Number 15, I got root 64 over 16. So square root of 64 is 8, square root of 16 is 4, and then 8 over 4 just comes out to answer of 2. That reduces to, or 2 over 1. Number 16, root 5 over 9. The square root of 9 is 3, so I just have a root on top now. Root 5 over 3. Number 17, 4 root 3 plus root 12. I can't break the root 3 down, but I can break root 12 down to square root 4 times 3. Square root of 4 is 2, so I'm going to get 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3. So that's going to give me 6 root 3 for an answer. Number 18, 2 root 20 minus 5 root 8. Root 20 breaks down to 4 times 5. 8 breaks down to 4 times 2. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 times the outside 2 is going to be 4, so I get 4 root 5 minus square root of 4 is 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And then their radicals are different, so you can't do anything. Number 19, I got root 72, x to the 8, y to the 6th. So I can break 72 down to 36 times 2. X to the 8 can stay as is for right now. Y to the 6th is because they're both even exponents. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of x to the 8 is x to the 4. Square root of y to the 6th is y to the 3rd. Just take half of it. Then I'm left with a square root 2 behind. Number 20, square root 108. Okay, let's see what was going to work there. I'd say 4 times 27. You could probably break 27 down to 9 times 3. So square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Multiply those together, so I get 6 outside. So I get 6 square root 3. Make sure you understand that one. You can ask for more clarification. Number 21, I get root 3 times 5 root 27 minus root 9. So let's distribute. So I'm going to get 5 root 81 because root 3 times 27 is 81, and minus root 27. So square root of 81 is 9. 9 times 5 is going to give me 45. 27 breaks down to 9 and 3, so square root of 9 is 3. So 3 root 3. Number 22. Let's see, number 22, root 6 over root 54. Okay, here's kind of a weird one. Okay, so we can try and break this down. Being everything's inside, reduce this. 6 goes into itself once. 6 goes into 54 9 times. So this becomes square root 1 over 9. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 9 is 3. So it just comes out to 1/3. So sometimes you can reduce the insides first, and it might make it easier, like on this one. I get root 5 times root 45 plus 3 root 2. All right, I don't know if I'm going to multiply 5 and 45 together. This is what I'm going to do. 5 times, let's break 45 down. That's 5 times 9 plus 3 root 10. Okay, so let's think about a couple things. Is 5 times 5 25? The answer is yes. What's the square root of 25? 5. What's the square root of 9? 3. So 5 times 3 is going to give me 15. 10 only breaks down to 5 and 2. Neither of those are perfect squares, so then I'm left with this. We will not have homework tonight, but we are going to have a small quiz once I'm done with the class. Okay, and that small quiz, you can only use the quiz. You can only use something to write with. And you can use a calculator. There's some up in the pink bucket unless you have your own. But I don't want you to use anything else. I just want you to use that. I do have listed on the page the perfect squares on there. So there's going to be a list like this on your quiz, so you can maybe use this to break things down. So remember, this is 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 5 times 5, 6 times 6, so on and so forth. Okay, so the square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 16 is 4, the square root of 25 is 5, etc. Okay, I hope you have a nice day. And again, there was not going to be any homework tonight, so yay, you have the night off from doing any homework. But there will be a quiz. During the quiz, nobody can go to the bathroom. Unfortunately, they've caught some students, not from my class, but they've caught students in other classes. They are actually writing down work and leaving that work in the bathroom so their friends from the class can go get the answers and use it for their advantage, which is called cheating. And we don't want any cheating. We want to see how you know how to do it. Okay, bye-bye.